Inshallah, in today's class, we are going to start Laplace transformation. Laplace transformation is nothing but a integral transformation defined by. It is an integral transformation defined by f of s equals to Laplace of f of t. Laplace of f of t equals to integration 0 to infinity e to the power of minus st f of t. We may do this proofs of formulas later after the end of the chapter. Now let me first start the questions. I'm starting with taking these basic formulas. You must remember these formulas. These are very important formulas. Till the end of the chapter we are going to use these formulas. These are the very basic formulas, so you must by heart these formulas, remember these formulas. So what is the first formula? Laplace of 1 is 1 by s. Laplace of 1 is 1 by s. Laplace of t power n is n factorial by s power n plus 1. N factorial by s power n plus 1. Now Laplace of sin at is a by s square plus a square. Laplace of cos at is s by s square plus a square. Only difference between sine and sine h it is in denominator we have plus here, in denominator we have minus here. The same cos 80 cos 80. So I request to take this screen photo and you by heart these formulas before going into the chapter. Now we are going to do few questions based on just these 6 formulas, but I request first you remember these, revise these formulas. Okay, you by heart these formulas, then go into the. Now see on the board, two questions are written. Find the Laplace of the first one that we saw. See here, this is the exact question, how to use the formula. Now we know Laplace of e power 80. Just now we have discussed this one. Its formula is 1 by s minus e. 1 divided by s minus, in place 80, in place of a we are having 2, plus 4 into, just now we have discussed the Laplace of t power n is n factorial by s power n plus 1. N factorial means 3 factorial by s power n plus 1. 3 plus 1 will be 4 minus 2 into, now Laplace of side it is a divided by s square plus a square. So lastly 3 into Laplace of cos 80 is s divided by s square plus a square. Now let me solve it. This is equals to 1 by s minus 2 plus 3 factorial, 3 into 2 into 1, 6, 6 4s are 24 by s power 4. Let me do one thing. This we can take LCM. I am writing plus here. So let me write first plus term, then minus term. S square plus 3 square is 9. I am taking LCM in this 2. This is minus 6 plus 3s. I am writing plus 3s first, then minus 6. If you take 3 common, it will become s minus 2. If we take 3 common, it will become s minus 2. So this is the first question. Now let me do the second question. What is the second question here? Sine of omega t plus alpha. Now we have to find Laplace of this. So apply Laplace. Now sine of a plus b, first you have the use the formula sine a plus b. So we know sine a plus b is sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Now let me use this formula. So Laplace of sine a means omega t, cos b means alpha, plus cos a means omega t, sine b means alpha. Sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Now watch carefully. Here we use formula for this, not for this. We don't have any t here. This is supposed to be constant. You write like this. Cos alpha I'm writing outside because it is a constant into sine of omega t Laplace. As this is constant, so write outside sine alpha into Laplace of cos omega t. Now let me use the formula cos alpha into Laplace of sine 80 is a divided by s square plus a square plus sine alpha into Laplace of cos is s divided by s square plus a square. Let me take the LCM, the last step. If we take LCM, s square plus omega square, what will be here? Omega cos alpha plus s sine alpha. Now you see on the board, find the Laplace of. You see here, this is in the product form sine 2t into sine 5t. We have to separate this one. Then only we can use the formulas. The formulas can be applicable if this should be separated. This is in the product form, you cannot use the formulas all these three. So to change the product form to multiplication form to product form to addition or subtraction, we use transformations of trigonometric formulas. So let you just once revise this one. 2 sine A cos B, sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. 2 cos A sin B, sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. 2 cos A cos B, cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. 2 sin A sin B, cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. So using these formulas, we have to separate this as the sum or difference. Then we can use the formulas. Let me do one of the question, and with the others you try by yourself. Now I am doing this. Suppose I am starting for the with the second question. Laplace of cos 3t and sine 5t. Okay, do one thing. Let you suppose we must bring 2 here to use the formula. To bring 2 here, multiply and divide by 2. So division of 2 you write outside, and multiplication you write here. 2 cos 3t sine 5t. Now see here, suppose this as a as b. So this will become the formula half of Laplace of 2 cos a sin b. Just now we have seen the here sin a plus b minus sin a minus b. So we can use the formula here. Sin a plus b. Sin a means 3t plus b and 5t plus sin a minus b 3t minus 5t. Now see here. Now you add the terms 1 by 2 into Laplace of sine 3 plus 5 8t. Sorry, we are having minus here formula. Sin a plus b minus sin a minus b minus sine of 3 minus 5 minus 2t. There is a formula in the trigonometry, sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So this minus, if we take it outside, this minus will become plus. So half of Laplace of, I am separating this, Laplace of sine 8t minus plus, bring this outside, Laplace of sine 2t. Now let me use the formulas. Equals to 1 by 2 into Laplace of sine 8 is a by s square plus a square. 8 square is 64. Similarly, a by a is here to sine 80. Sine 80 is 2 here. S square plus a square is 4. If we take 2 common, 2 will get cancelled. So what will be left in here? Left, if you take 2 common, here you left with 4, here you 1, 2 will get cancelled. The final answer will be 4 by s square plus 64 plus 1 by s square plus 4. So when we get in the multiplication form, we have to use the transformations and separate this one. Now see the next questions. Find the Laplace of, you see here, if you are having cube or square, we have to remove first this cube or squares, then only we can use the formulas. For that, you see here, I wrote some formulas here. These formulas are written on the board, watch carefully. If you get sine square a, you have to write 1 minus cos 2a by 2. If you get cos square a, you have to write 1 plus cos 2a by 2. These are the multiples and submultiples formulas. If you get sine cube a, you have to derive this formula from sine 3. Sine 3a is 3 sine a minus 4 sine cube a. This minus you bring on the other side will be plus. You bring this here, it will be minus. So bring this 4 here. So sine cube a equals to 3 sine a minus sine 3a by 4. In the same way, if you get cos cube a, you derive this from this formula. Now you see here, I wrote few questions. Let me start with sine cube. Just now you see we have derived the formula of sine cube a. For the first formula, you see here, sine cube a, we are having 3 sine a minus sine 3a divided by 4. In the same way, we can find the value of sine cube 2a, 2t, 3 into sine. In place of a, you are having 2t. In place of a, you are having 2t. So this will be 2t minus sine 3a. 3a, a is 2t. 3 2s are 6. It will be 60. 3a. In place of a, you are having 2t divided by 4. Now we have to find the Laplace of this one. Therefore, Laplace of 3 sine 2t minus sine 60 divided by 4, you can write here. The Laplace of sine cube 2t will be this one. Okay. So equals to 1 by 4 into 3 as it is. Laplace of sine 80 formula is a by s square plus a square. 2 square 4 minus Laplace of sine 80 is a by s square plus a square. 6 square is 36. Now you one thing, we can take 2 common, or we can take s, I think total 6 common, we can take 6 common. 2 3 are 6, 6 6. If you take out 6 outside, it will be 6 by 4. Now here one is left, here one is left. Let me take LCM here. X square plus 4 into x square plus 36. Watch carefully. We have taken 6 common, here one is left, here one is left. So this will multiply with this one, x square plus 36. So this will come here, minus into plus, minus s square minus 4. So plus s square minus s square cancel. 2 2s are 2 3s are. So this will become 3 by 2 into 32. No? 36 minus 4, 32. 2 1s are 2, 16 16 3s are 48. Or write one more step. This is 32 by s square plus 4 into s square plus 36. Last, we cancel this one, 1s are 16, 16 3s are 48. So this is 48 by s square plus 4 into s square plus 36. So this is the answer. Now see here, this is very important topic. The next topic, first shifting theorem. We are not doing the proofs of the theorems, we are just doing the formulas, using the formulas to solve the problems. You see here, if, watch carefully, Laplace of f of t equals to f of s. If Laplace of f of t equals to f of s, then Laplace of e power at f of t equals to f of s minus. Means whenever we get e power at, s will changes to s minus a. Whenever we get e power at, s will changes to s minus a. When we apply e power at, s will changes to s minus a. These theorems are used when we are having some other function with e power at. Some function with e power at. Function e power at. Function e power at. So these are the questions we have to do now. How can we understand that the question is based on first principle? We will have some function with e, exponential e power at. So the method is, first you have to find the Laplace of this, excluding this. You should not take this one. You leave this one. First you find the Laplace of this. Laplace of 2 cos phi t minus 3 sin phi t. Now 2 into Laplace of cos is s divided by s square plus a square. 5 square is 25. Minus 3 into Laplace of sin at is a by s square plus a square. So this will, what will become this one? Therefore, watch carefully. Let me denote this by f of s. Let me denote this by f of s. So therefore, f of s equals, you take LCM. LCM is s square plus 25. Here will be 2s minus 50. So when we add with this e power at, s will become s minus. So therefore, Laplace of, now let me include this e power minus 3t with the function. So this is 2 cos phi t minus 3 sin phi t. Watch carefully. First we have find these values, this Laplace, we got this one. When we include this e power at, this f of s will become f of s minus a. F of s will become f of s minus a. This is very important, watch carefully. What we have done, excluding this, first we have find the Laplace of this. You denote this by f of s. When we include this, f of s will become s minus a. So what will you get the answer? This will be 2 into. We have to write in place of s minus a. Okay, what is f of s minus a? Is the power of e power 80. So a is minus 3 here. E power 80. A is minus 3. Again minus means this will be plus. So in place of s, you must write s plus 3. 2 into, in place of s, s plus 3 minus 15 divided by, in place of s, s plus 3 whole square plus 25. So when we include this, when we use the first principle, this f of s will become f of s minus a. A is the power of e. This is, so you multiply this one, this will become 2 into s, 2s, 2 3s are 6 minus 15 minus 9. Now you expand this one, a square will be s square plus 2ab, 2 3s are 6s plus b square is 9, 9 plus 25 is 34. So this is the first answer. Let me do the second one also. What is the second? Watch carefully. Now the second question. Let me try for the second question. You see here, e power 80 sine square t. E power 80 sine square t. So let me write, we have to find e power 3t sine square t. Just now explain, whenever you get some function with e, you must feel this is the first principle. Questions, how to start? You give this one, not take this one. You just find the Laplace of sine square t. I just explain you sine square a can be written as 1 minus cos 2a by 2. So this will become, sine square t will become Laplace of 1 minus cos 2t by 2. Now you take out 2 outside, 1 by 2 into Laplace of 1 will be 1 by s. Laplace of 1, we know the formula, this is 1 by s, minus Laplace of cos 8 is s by s square plus a square. 2 square is 4. Let me take LCM, watch carefully, 1 by 2 into, even we can leave here also, I am taking LCM. LCM will be s into s square plus 4. Now this will come here, s square plus 4 minus s into s square, plus s square minus s square get cancelled, 2 ones are 2 twos, 2 ones are 2 twos. So let me denote this with capital F of s. Its value is 2 divided by s into s square plus 4. Now what we have to know, let me include this one, e power 3t sine square t. Its formula will be f of s minus a. When we include with e, we have to write s minus a. A is the power of e, 3. So this will be f of s minus 3. So in place of s, you have to write this one. So this will be 2 divided by, in place of s minus 3 into, in place of s minus 3 whole square plus 4. We can leave here or you just expand this one. So what will be happen, the last step I am continuing here. Let me finish here. See here, equals to 2 divided by, you write this s minus 3 as it is. You expand this, a square is s square minus 2ab, 2 3s are 6s plus b square 9, 9 plus 4 is 13. So this is the questions based on. And one more question is there, let me continue this also. What is the next question? See here the next question. So next question is t square into e power minus 3t, Laplace of t square into e power minus 3t. You first find the Laplace of t square. Laplace of t power n is n factorial by s power n plus 1. 2 factorial is 2 divided by s power 3. So let me denote this with capital F of s, 2 divided by s cube. Now when we include with this e, the formula will become s minus c. So Laplace of e power minus 3t into t square, this formula will become f of s minus a. F of s minus, in place of a we are having minus 3, again minus means plus, so in place of s you have to write s plus 3. 2 divided by s plus 3 whole cube. So these are the few questions, basic questions of the Laplace transformation. We have done this in the first class. Let we have the other types of questions, let we continue in the next class inshallah. 2 3 classes will be given for the basics inshallah. After that we are going to do the questions on inverse Laplace transformation. A few questions, basic questions, how to make to perfect square, then using the partial fractions questions. After that we are having one important proofs, that is convolution theorem proof, not proof, we have to do the questions on dam, on convolution theorem and differential equations solving using Laplace transformations. So these are the main basic things in the Laplace transformation. Let me continue in the next class. So I always request you to subscribe this channel, share this one with your friends. Okay, inshallah we continue the next class.